We march today, and I want you to understand why I was there today. I'm not only standing here as a therapist, I'm not only standing here as someone that sits with this every day with my clients, but as a black woman who knows what it means to live inside systems that are never meant for us, really, never built with us in mind. I bring lived experience. Some of us call that wounded healers in the therapy world, and I call it proximity to suffering you cannot ignore. I'm a little bit nervous, so I just say that. Because some of us have seen what it costs in silence, and who gets missed, and who only gets support when things have been escalated or are escalated. And there isn't enough support for everyone who needs it. And the people who are already overlooked are the ones who are most likely to go without. And this is why I do the work that I do. I'm really passionate about this work because I've seen how painful eating disorders are for everyone who experiences them, for the families, for the people, for everyone involved. It's so, so painful. But I have seen, I've seen recovery, and I've seen people come back to themselves slowly, reluctantly, and enough to live their lives again. But the system is not finding everyone. And for a long time, BMI has been used as a gatekeeper to treatment. A number deciding whether someone is considered sick enough or unwell enough to be helped. But eating disorders do not live neatly inside numbers. And the idea of sick enough becomes dangerous. People are told indirectly or directly that they are not ill enough to receive help. So they wait and they get worse and they decline until the system finally responds when things are really severe. And that delay costs people's lives and time and safety. And I want to be clear, every eating disorder is serious, very serious. These are not habits, they are signs of psychological distress that lives in the bodies and ripples through families, relationships and lives. But today we have to talk about what is harder to name. We have to talk about who gets seen and who gets missed. And we need to name bulimia, nervosa, and we need to name binge eating disorder. And I want you to hold a number in mind. Now this is really important. In black patients, 216%. Between 2017 and 2020, NHS hospitals admissions for eating disorders rose by 30% in white patients, and in black patients, they rose by 216%. I want you to sit with that number. This is what systemic racism looks like in real time. It's not always loud, it's not always obvious, but it's embedded in what gets noticed, what gets believed, and what gets acted on. It means people are not being found early enough, and they're only found when they're in crisis. We're missing risk. Bulimia is very serious, can disrupt electrolytes and affect the heart without warning. Binge eating disorder, the most common and least diagnosed, increases the risk of diabetes and long-term inflammation. That 216% is not just data. It's people arriving in A&E when their bodies cannot carry it anymore. People who have been supported, should have been supported years earlier. So, if you do not fit this image, the image that is seen for what eating disorders look like in this world, you can be missed. So often black women particularly are considered that they have to be strong, and they're considered that they're so strong that they don't need the support that we all need. All of us need the support. One woman said to me, I'm black, they expect me to be strong. And when that strength becomes expectation, it becomes silence. So everything goes inwards. The binge, the purge, the control, not because someone is broken, but because the body is trying to survive what has never been given the space to feel. And I want to bring this closer. I want to talk about, when we talk about weight and people losing weight and seeing it as a positive thing, and it's just said, have you lost weight, you look good. It's said often with love, often with care, but really we pause to consider what we are reinforcing. That smaller is better, that weight loss is always something to celebrate, that we can read health from appearance alone. And this is where body image lives. Not just how we look, but how we see ourselves and how we feel inside the body we're in. For someone struggling, that lands differently. It can deepen shame, it can reinforce secrecy, and it can tighten the cycle. So, we really need to do better with that and really think about talking about appearance. There's so much more to everyone than what you look like. It's the least interesting thing about anyone. So, I'm going to shorten this a little bit. Just say about the BMI as well being a barrier to support, and things need to shift really. So That's all I've got to say, really. I'm really proud of everyone that's walked today, that stands today, that has, is in recovery or fighting the fight, or wherever you are with your family member. It's amazing that we've all come together in this way to support each other, and long may it continue. And I just want to thank Hope for the campaign that she's done, and for the video centering Black people this year. It's so important, because that 260% is very, very important that is made clear that it's serious. And I just wanted to say just a little something, that this is for my children. I wish to try to do my best by my children. I hope that they can see this and see that I really support you, in hoping that you don't have to carry this forward into the years ahead. And that's it. All right. Thank you.
Well done.